Circulation is an area that really has been lying dormant for the longest time. There have been products out there that have been very entrenched, and I think that the community, the vendor community with circulation had become a bit complacent. When we decided to enter into circulation, we really did not want to be a Me Too product. We wanted to take that by storm the way we did with advertising. We wanted to have something fresh and new. So we spent a lot of time looking at circulation. We have people in our company who are previous circulation directors from newspapers. So we have a lot of domain knowledge about circulation and what it really takes to operate circulation effectively. And we looked all around the world for a circulation product. We thought about building our own, and then we looked at buying. We decided that buying would be the faster way to get the benefits to the U.S. market. Now, we looked all around, and there was no one in the U.S. with anything that was interesting, innovative, that was doing anything new for newspapers, that was saving them time or effort. So we expanded, we widened our net, and we cast a net that was so wide, we went all the way to Australia on the other side of the world, and we found Softtech. And this was a company that was really founded by someone who was very, very sharp, very engineering based, and someone who had focused on creating a completely new product. Forgetting about what had occurred in the past, he didn't have the baggage of any previous experience or any previous system prejudices. And he went and created something brand new. Fully Windows-based, .NET technology, fully embedded integrated mapping, which is completely different than just having mapping as a bolt-on the way most vendors do. There's no routing wheel. Get rid of the routing wheel. This was a big focus for newspapers, worrying about a routing wheel. With Brainworks, it's all MapInfo based. So you don't need a routing wheel. You put an address in, it's automatically geocoded and assigned to a route. With MapInfo as the core of Brainworks technology in CircSmart, new subdivisions are a snap, because the way we work it is that the customer gets a subscription to MapInfo. So all of their mapping data is continuously refreshed. So if a new subdivision is built in the town, those new streets and addresses automatically roll into their CircSmart system. So there's no need to have a district manager driving around looking for new streets and addresses, because they come into the system automatically. Another big benefit of the integration of mapping with CircSmart really comes into play with preprints. There's a big revenue opportunity in newspapers today with preprints, direct mail, solo mail. Okay? Now the key to really getting that value, the most value you can from your preprint revenue stream, is to be able to do demographic analysis of your market and to look at demographic overlays and to be able to work with the customer when you're placing that order. With Brainworks CircSmart, because it's fully map-based, we pull in all the demographic layers for you. So when you place the order, you could simply just click on the zones with a mouse while you see the demographic overlay beneath it. So your customer can be actively involved in seeing what routes they would like to distribute their preprint to. The advertising customer can see the neighborhoods, they can see the demographics, and they could pick with you the neighborhoods that they would like. Those are highlighted on the map and automatically go in and become the preprint order. Circulation software is no longer just a cost to the newspaper. Circulation is now becoming a revenue generator for the newspaper. And it's becoming a revenue generator because of the revenue stream of direct mail and solo mail and preprints. Okay? The mapping that's intrinsic to Brainworks CircSmart allows that. Now, there are entire new departments at newspapers that are being created to take advantage of the revenue streams of direct solo mail and also enhancing the existing preprint revenue stream. And the tools within Brainworks, very, very powerful. The folks at the Buffalo News really appreciated what we did in the area of preprints with CircSmart. And they're actually going to be using our CircSmart technology as part of their advertising function. So all of their preprints, direct mail, solo mail will go through the Brainworks circulation function. The lines are blurring between circulation and advertising, as they should, because now that circulation is a revenue source, we need to tap into that. Circulation people need the tools. New starts are the lifeblood of a newspaper, really, of the circulation. And so we need to constantly bring new people on board. Now, how can we do that more effectively? Well, we need to get away from the silo mentality of, okay, we've got advertising people over here and we have circulation people over here. Okay, The day is long gone for that, because we need to integrate those two departments because there's so much benefit to doing so. For example, if someone calls up to place a classified ad, with Brainworks, if you have Brainworks advertising and Brainworks circulation, you'll know if that person is a subscriber right away. You can now do one of two things. If they are a subscriber, you can give them a benefit for being a subscriber. Perhaps you give them a free merchandise ad up to a higher value than if they were not a subscriber. Perhaps they get a couple of dollars off their ad, something to show that you appreciate the fact that they're a subscriber. Another area that there's a value in integrating advertising and circulation is that if someone calls in to place a classified ad and they're not a subscriber, I'll know that right away, and I could ask them for a subscription at that point. There are no do not call restrictions related to that because it's an incoming call for an existing business relationship. So I'm perfectly empowered to ask them if they would like to start a subscription. And I also have a perfect opportunity to start that subscription because at that point, I can incent the advertiser to subscribe by giving them a discount on their ad. The value of a subscriber to a daily newspaper tends to range between $800 and $1,000 per subscriber if you look at the valuation multiples of newspapers. Well, I'd much rather acquire an $800 to $1,000 value than a $30 value or a $20 value for this ad. So maybe it comes down to I give them a free ad in exchange for a subscription. Maybe it comes down to I'm going to give them a discount on the ad in exchange for a subscription start. Either way, I've got a great case to make a sale for a subscription in the process of selling a classified ad. What allows the circulation and advertising departments to interplay is that within Brainworks, it's one database, one customer. So we know when you bring an advertiser up, whether or not they're a subscriber or not. It's all in one place.